Welcome everybody to another edition of Papa Bojo's Kitchen. Today we're doing red beets. Now if you don't like red beets, maybe it's because you never had them right. What I'm going to do is I'm taking 5 of these nice small ones. They're a little sweeter when they're smaller. You can use big ones if you want. But I'll show you how I peeled them and how I got them ready. And we're going to boil these until they're nice and tender. I've also cleaned and dried the leaves and cut the stems off. And we're going to take and saute the stems and the leaves with some onion and garlic and make just a nice beet chard on the side. And then we're going to serve the beets sliced with some sour cream with some dill. And that's just going to be a nice vegan dish. And it's just going to be a great healthy dish for you. So here's how you prep and cut everything up. Now I'm going to take these stems. I'm just going to cut them into smaller pieces. About 2 cuts through should do it. When peeling these, hold on to the part of the stems that you have and start from the stem part and do the top all the way around. It just makes it a little cleaner and easier. And when you get finished going all the way around, then just do the bottom part to the root. When you have it all cleaned, take your knife, cut off the root here, cut off the stem, and drop it in your water. Now that you know how to prep these and you've seen the list of ingredients, it's time to get going and making this great dish. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our pot of beets in water. We're going to stick them on the burner. We're going to turn the burner up high. And because I don't have a top that actually fits this pot, I'm going to take a larger top. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to stick that on. Now we're going to make the beet chard salad. Add a little bit of olive oil to a preheated pan. Now we're going to add our onion. And we're going to add the cleaned and cut stems. We're going to stir this, and we're going to cook this until they're soft. At this point, we're also going to take a crushed piece of garlic that I have here. We're going to drop that in, and we're going to infuse some of the flavor of the garlic with this. After about a minute, we're going to put some coarse salt in, a couple of pinches of that, and we're going to stir this in. Notice how these beet stems are adding a beautiful pink color to the onions. Now we're going to toss these. Now we're going to add our beet leaves. We're going to carefully stir these in. Add a couple pinches of salt. And stir. We don't want to burn these leaves. We just want to get these until they're nice and wilted. And when you see them starting to wilt, now we're going to add a few dashes of balsamic vinegar. And we're going to toss. At this point, we're going to take our piece of garlic out. And as you can see, these greens are all done. We're going to turn the heat off, and we're going to remove this from the stove. Once the beets come to a boil, keep the heat on high, remove the cover, and cook them until they're fork tender. After 30 minutes of boiling, these beets are nice and tender. If they're larger beets, may take a little bit longer, maybe about 40 minutes, another 10 minutes. or you can cut them in half. And so we're going to just set these aside in a bowl. And now it's time to slice these. I like slicing them when they're hot, and I use a piece of paper towel just to keep some of the stain from the red off my fingers. I'm just going to cut these into rounds. And now before we plate, I've got some sour cream, and I'm going to take some dill that I diced real fine and I have finely chopped. I'm going to stir that into some sour cream. Add a little bit more. And put that in a little serving. This is going to be a dip for our beets. Our beets are going to be sweet. And if you pair that with the sour cream, it's just so incredible. Place this on the plate. And then, let me get my towel. We're going to take a few of these beets. We're going to place them around the side here. And we're going to take some of these greens, place those down, and on both sides put some of those onions and then nice stems on both sides. Next, we're going to take some curly parsley, add a little bit of garnish. Now I'm going to add a drizzle of balsamic vinegar, just a bit. And to finish it off, I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of coarse salt. And there you have it, my Papa Bojo's Kitchen boiled red beets with the red beet green salad. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Papa Bojo's Kitchen. I hope you give red beets a try. I think you'll really like it, and let me know if you like it. Until then, buon appetito. Have a great day. Bye.